All right, everyone, welcome back. We know it's been a while since we've put out a video, and we would just like to give you a little idea of what's going on in the MT garage currently. And for the last while, we have been working on the Furious Civic. We're doing paint, and so there's a lot of body work that we have to do. And if you've ever done body work, you know that it's very tedious, takes a lot of time. And it's just not really something that's enjoyable to watch someone else do. So that's why we haven't really been recording anything. But we figured now we're getting so close to actually putting paint on it. We're actually like within a month away from putting paint on this thing. So we figured we'd give you a little update. As you can see here, Matt is doing the final scuff on a few of the components. So the body kit, whatever it's made out of, what's it made out of, Matt?
Polyurethane.
Right, polyurethane. It's not fiberglass, which is nice because it's flexible. So what we got to do first is scuff it up. So we got some Scotch-Brite and we're giving it a good scuffing. And so that's all we have to do for the body kit. And we've already done pretty much all the body work on the car itself. The hood is all ready. Matt has put a lot of hours into this thing. You can just see all the little Bondo spots, body filler spots that he's had to work on. And I guess we got a few tiny spots that we're still doing body work on. This was a big spot too. We had a friend help us out with that. He shaped that and he did a great job. I'm very happy that he was the one who did that because he's got a lot of experience with body work. Actually, we'll link to his channel somewhere because he's doing some great body work and he knows what he's talking about. So we'll put a link to that in the description because he knows what he's doing and we don't. So if you like body work and you like some wicked cool cars, go check him out. So other things that we're doing here is you can't see because of the lighting, but this is a third brake light in the spoiler that we've filled, and so that's been taking a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of body filler. Sorry for the poor lighting, but a few spots on the side of the car that we have to do a final sand on, final shaping. But for the most part, other than all those tiny little spots, we have the car completely sanded down to the point where it's ready to do the final scuffing with the Scotch-Brite pads. Once we have that done, there's a couple tiny little things that we have to fix up, like with the spoiler. There's a little bit of sealant that we have to do on it. And with the front bumper here, there's a few spots where we have to put our mesh, and we want to do that beforehand so that we can get rid of this distortion in the bumper. It's hard to tell with this lighting, but there's the bumper isn't quite where we want it. We want it lifted up a bit, and we want to put it in place before we paint it, so that we don't crack the paint after it's applied and we start moving the bumper. So that's pretty much it. We have half the body kit done. I mean, it's flying by quickly, and this thing will be going into paint very shortly. And we're super excited for that because we've never painted a car. I mean, way back in the day, I sprayed one in the garage and it did not turn out very nicely, but we're having a professional painted this time, and in a spray booth. We're doing it the right way. And I mean, that's something that you can look forward to see in the next little while, hopefully. I mean, we'll get it sprayed within the next month and hopefully put the video out right after that. So a few things that we wanted to update with you as far as the other cars in our fleet. First, the Supra. Yeah. Tell a story about that, Matt, and how your grass likes the Supra.
Well, we were gonna pull the Supra out for its annual burnout because we take her out for a rip once a year.
Italian tune-up,
yeah.
Some people call it.
And yeah, we went to try and start it, got it running, but it smelled awful like fuel, and then it would stall out. So upon further investigation, one of the injectors was spraying fuel up instead of down, which made a big mess. And we had the car on our yard when this happened, so I got a nice dead patch of grass now. And yeah, so we sent off the injectors to get cleaned, get them flow tested, and they're basically working like new again. So now it's kind of just sitting like that with everything disassembled. So we got to put it all back together.
Well, we're waiting on one tiny little seal for an O-ring for the injector.
right.
So once we have that, we can put it all back together.
Okay.
So that is the Supra. It's, I mean, we're putting love into that thing. It's just not driving right now because of that one little O-ring.
There's always something with that car.
Yeah. And old Frankenstein here, I mean, she's a ripper. She still goes hard. Matt's been driving her, but as far as the turbo setup goes, that's just been on the back burner. I mean, with COVID and everything and how busy people are and how long it takes to get things in, I mean, it's been taking a little while to get certain parts, right?
It's taken over 2 months just to get bearings, and that's if they come in 2 months. So yeah, it's been a long wait just to get parts so that the short block can get assembled. So yeah, it is what it is. Can't do much about it, but wait on parts. Once they get here, slowly install stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Frankenstein's exactly as it was last year. Still a blast to drive, but turbo's not happening this year, unfortunately. But it's in the works.
Maybe over winter.
Maybe.
Now there's also the Sonic, which I mean, those videos have actually been pretty popular. People, I think, like the cars, and they're capable cars, and so Matt has a video coming out shortly that he's done some mods to this thing. So look forward to that. That should be coming out soon. What other cars do we have? We almost bought one, but that didn't work out. That would have been amazing. Anyways,
we won't speak of it.
Lost opportunities, but that would have been a cool car. It might still pop into our future, so I won't give any details away. Other than that, Eggplant was sold in the spring, and so I mean, I kind of regret doing that because the plan was to have the Sylvia out and running at the track at least a few times, but that didn't happen. So it would have been nice to have Eggplant and just to get on the track, because I didn't even hit the track once this year. So Sylvia is still waiting for the motor. Motor block is at the machinist. It needs a few things done. I think the last video I put out about that, I had sent it away to the machinist to get the cylinders honed and like oversized a bit to clean them up. It also needs a line bore because actually should have had it done last time, because when I put the ARP fasteners in, it actually distorted the block or the caps a little bit, and so the housing isn't perfectly circular, and so I could end up ruining bearings that way. So I brought it back to the machine shop, and he's since had some equipment fail on him, so he's waiting to fix that before he can actually get to the block, and he's got a crazy backlog already. So that's kind of the same place as Matt, where we're just waiting for other people and waiting for things to ship in the mail, and it's just been slow. And so thankfully we do have this car to keep us busy, because I mean, body work is just tons of work. I mean, I think that's just gonna wrap up this video. There's no other things. Do we have any other cars?
There's that thing I bought for winter.
Oh, the winter thing. Yeah. Are we saying what it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
But if we're not busy with cars this winter, if we're not getting parts, we got something for winter that's gonna keep us very busy.
That's true. That'll be fun. It's a little different, and it's gonna be a good time. Ooh, I'm almost tipping things over here. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good winter. We get a lot of snow, so
yeah,
it has something to do with that.
We gotta make the best of winter here in Manitoba, because like half of the year is winter. We have snow for half the year, so we gotta do something with it. When we're not racing cars, we'll maybe be racing something else.
Sure. Yeah, embrace the cold, because it's going to happen if you live out here. Other than that, that's about it. Thanks for staying along for this long. If you have, I know it's a lot of talking and it's pretty boring, but we figured we would just give you a bit of an update with where everything is at. If you're interested in supporting us, we do have a shop with some decals and some other cool stuff, and we'll link to that in the description. Other than that, look forward to a few videos coming out. As soon as the Sylvia engine SR20 gets back, I'm going to start putting videos out about that again. Matt's got a couple coming out. We're spraying this thing, so we'll have a lot more videos and a lot more content coming out. You can also keep up to date with us on the Instagrams. We put out a few things on there that you don't really see on YouTube. So thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys later.